Love. Suit and tie, you try to look like every day. Butterflies lightly tickle almost every day. Words stumble more than usual today because she looks at you. She looks at you. Despite those well-dressed jackals in the room, her scent looms highest over you like the sun at noon. You've seen beauty transmuted and rewritten in its highest objective form. So at first she caught eye, but that stage phases only those who've never seen lovers. She says a few words out loud, and they ring so you pick up your ear. Her voice gently splashes your parched drum so you pause and leer. Oh dear, enchanted on her every letter like she tried to spell. She stands and extends like the graceful gazelle. She's beautiful. She does something to you. But it's not until she's repeatedly uttering to you that it sounds musical. She calls you Drake, so you bring her Daisy. She were her Donald, so she's your Daisy. You lay down on this knee, the right one. You look up at her and say, Will, some guy just called you. Give me a second to tie my shoes and I'll give you his number. She draws a 9 and to its left shows you views from the 6. Usually try, but this one makes you want to endeavor. She giggles and blushes and calls you clever. Your experienced mind and body transcends your carnal pleasures. Weeks pass like novelties. She walks in her grandma's dress and modesty. She's different than most. More days pass. There's days where you walk together and laugh around everyone. Again, you talk about relations, past pains, the burn of love. It is like a sun. The passion, smashing objects in angry passion, the feel of need struck and stunned. Another day listening to your long-lost ancestor, agreeing and disagreeing in perfect harmony and done. She pushes you past critical thoughts, comfort zones, her hair is in a bun. Her facial features cause you to ask again what she meant. She sounds like she sings, and the sun accentuates the brown in her eyes that make your skin pale in comparison. You know that look you give across the room to that person when you allude to a certain truth? That causes beauty to freeze in subjectively perfect form like the statue of David. You both smile subtly alike, tacitly nodding at the notion that great minds think alike. You feel like kindred spirits. You imagine children, you as the metal blocks to their immaculate instrument. You want to paint her, expose her to the world before the world could even imagine it. Carve her deep into the canvas's empty storm before it sinks in titanic form. You start to flirt, surreptitiously creeping up her supple spine, softly suggesting she looks better than most. You make a toast or a shot in these times to her. She looks, and you look away now. You've loved and endured enough, but now showing seems tough. She challenges you. You feel intimidated, but you're not afraid. 5 shots in, and she surprises you lightly with her lips, a taste. She has a boyfriend, so you're surprised. You can tell when someone likes you, but this time she makes you doubt your confidence. She walks by an incident, you drop your condiment. She's single now. The liquor appears to make you both braver, and one night while celebrating, you're both in the dark, looking for the cards, but you shuffle your feet, hit the deck, and see stars like diamonds in the club of hearts in which you both now coexist. You both laugh at the rain storming outside that intensifies and locks you in the shed. You feel cold. You tell her to hug you and it feels like you're loved. She feeds you her energy. You sync temperatures, sweating now in synergy. It makes sense to be close, so you get closer. You both open your eyes in unison at the tacit movement of lusty fingertips. She says she doesn't want to ruin your friendship, but society dictates you make the move. You are in tune with her breath. You can feel her beating breast. You say the right words and she descends. Lips move in mirrored form. Your hands form waves in the calm of the storm. You get called and the dream dissipates, but you feel an aftertaste, like morning dental paste, but you like the taste. You put on your shirt in smooth and effective haste, while staring like elevators that seems at waste. Elevate. Months pass by lonely and fair. You sleep with some to ease nightmares, but you reminisce and replace with the woman that gives you American dreams. You wake up one morning with an epiphany. You like her, and you cannot live your days without openly admitting You found Waldo in the group of clowns. She makes you forget how to frown. She's the closest thing to love at first sight that you have ever seen. She makes you nervous but unafraid to let yourself go free, because she'll catch you and rock you asleep. It feels okay to be thrown off cliffs. Notes she takes on how you fell to pick you up again later. It feels okay to fall with her. She knows empathy, makes you warm, you sweat her. She makes you push until difficulty makes you better. You want her to excel. You want to tell her the truth. You want to give her merit only because you know she deserves it. She's the most perfectly beautiful thing you've ever perceived. But she doesn't understand that, so it's your job to make the skeptic believe her happiness feeds you. She admires your core. She's interested for what's in store. And before your clothes off, she tore. You are so different, you realize? But you have tools within yourselves to fit in a pod like no other perfectly has. Your friend says she's a 10, not a number you say she's heaven sent. Go get her. Your heart says she is outstanding. She's exceptionally good at you. She is outstanding. I am in love. Because no one is like this. Nothing can do this to me. I can't live without living this. That is love.